What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our Rome campaign on Total War Rome 2. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And we are officially back from our little trip back home for a wedding. It's been about 5, maybe 6 days since I've last recorded, so on all of our series, I'm gonna need a little bit of a refresher, but just a quick update, we are home for the next 2 days, and then we leave for about another 13 days for 2 more weddings. So, I will be making a post, I believe it should be up by yesterday by the time this video comes out, so if you guys have any questions or are curious about what our schedule might look like for really the next 3 weeks, make sure to go check out our post. What the plan is to have at least three uploads a day for while I am home, and then it's gonna be tough to pre-record for 2 weeks, so minimum I would like at least one video if I'm gonna push out as much content as I can while I'm home. And so if I can get more than one video a day, that would be awesome. Hopefully you guys bear with me through this time. We have a lot of traveling this month. So after that, hopefully we can get back up and running to a full schedule, back to how we are used to some things. And I think that might be all of my announcements for now. So I believe we were setting up for war against Colchis and Chimeria. They do have a force over here, a full 20 stack. They have some hoplites, some cavalry, a bunch of axes, spears, and a bunch of javelin men. So we have 1, 2, 3 armies ready to push on them. We have... right. I think we were going to open up with this siege, potentially, against Rhodes, so that we can complete the province of Asia. We need one of that. We need that for one of our campaign victory objectives. Our spies seem to be all set up. We have a 4 spy over here. You're all set to go. Looks like everyone else has been moved. So, let's go ahead and jump on into a battle, shall we? A bunch of militia hoplites. They have some Tarentine calves, some peltas, and a ton of slingers. Garrison, we have some pikemen, light hoplites, some archers, and some javelins on the boats. We do have a Roman ballista. We have some horse archers, javs, legionary cohort, evocati cohort. Have we checked these guys out yet?
We take this settlement for Rome.
88 melee attack, 62 melee defense, 109 armor. Much less melee attack on the legionary cohort. Yeah, so the evocati cohort are just better. Auxiliary hoplites. What do we have in these armies? We still have our Italian spearmen. Legionary cavalry. Okay.
Ready for battle.
Are we getting Praetorians in any army?
Yes, for battle. Ready for orders. For battle.
We also have 3 of our veterans. We need to get another one up and running. Okay, we have our gladiators over here.
At your command.
Elephants.
Victory! An honor to serve Rome. Reporting.
So have our auxiliary infantry.
It is an honor.
Bunch of cav. Okay, so really what we need to do is get an army up and running of our Praetorians. We saw how effective they were when dealing with the secessions. But I think the problem is we don't have enough male members in the family. We do have one guy who can become a general. Once you have enough gravitas, you can get married, bring in another male member to our family. Now, you guys are all generals. We have one admiral in the House of Junia. Loyalty's looking good. We just changed to an empire government type. So I'm hoping that helps with our loyalty issues we've been having. We do have the negative from reforming a government, but we have the positive from overcoming a secession. Okay. I think I'm pretty refreshed. Hopefully you guys are too, if you guys even needed it. I think it's been, what, about 4 or 5 days since our last Rome upload. So, let's go ahead and warm up with a battle, shall we? Let's warm up with a battle. Try deployment. That looks good to me. Okay, nice open area here. We'll bring our... Well, Evocati cohort is part of the general. Let's bring our legionary cohort in the center with our Jav and our ballista. And then we can bring our 3 cav over here. General, you can go in the back. I would prefer you to be a cavalry, but that's okay. I think something like this will do.
Ballista!
Alright, ballista. We have our ships coming on in. All of our cav is coming in here. What do we have here? Tarantine cav.
Ballista!
Ballista, focus the hoplites. Focus the hoplites for me. And then you guys can start moving on over.
At speed! Camel archers!
We have all of our transport ships coming on in. Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. Never seen a statue out in the water. That's cool. Definitely gives Statue of Liberty vibes. This is in Rhodos. I wonder if this is actually like a historical statue or something. I don't recognize it, but it could be. It very well could be.
Move out!
How's our ballista doing? 82 kills. Start focusing these hoplites. Good damage on the slingers as well. These poor guys getting bombarded by giant boulders. Truly terrifying, that would be. Truly. A painful experience. Okay, they do have archers over here. We have standard, heavy, flaming, or whistling. They are light hoplites. I'm going to keep you on standard. Javelins went ahead and docked, which is fine. There's some mob over here. $170 kills. Let's see if we can't hit the militia hop. Let's see if we can't hit the cav in the back. See if our camel archers can't hit some or get some kills on the militia hoplites. Start sailing you men forward. Okay, and we are about to run out of ammunition on our ballistas. Where did that Tarantine cav go?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, we don't want to send our cav up against all of this. That is for sure. But I do think I'm ready to go ahead and get pushing.
We are at your command.
You guys are taking some hits from the archers. Why don't we just send you into melee?
Archers!
Maybe we can send our jabs for a flank? I'll see if you can't hit the slingers and such for now.
Orders.
Those archers just got demolished. That's what we like to see.
Legionary cohorts! Brave Romans to a man! Legionary cohorts! Quick march! Indian waiting! Up the double! Comedian gentlemen! Get ready!
Need you guys focusing the jabs.
Fire!
Those jabs need to go.
Avocati!
You guys can get on the slingers. Surprised their general hasn't moved in. I don't really want to get trapped by those hoplites. It's a nice little archer volley.
Camel archers! Runners, advance! We await your orders! Orders?
Alright, let's go ahead and
battle is turning in
start
our
bringing our
favor.
general on up. Should be able to break through there pretty easily. You guys are starting to undock. Or is it undock? No, it's starting to dock. You guys are starting to come onto land, as I should say. Alright, let's go ahead and turn you guys off fire at will. We're about to break through here.
Sons of Mars! Legionary cohorts!
We're about to break through over here as well, which is fantastic. You guys can probably come back and hit these slingers.
Proud Romans all! Legionary cohort! Advance at speed! Forward!
Our legionary cohort are holding very nicely. We've barely taken any damage at all,
Orders, my lord!
which is fantastic.
Romans, ready for duty!
Once all these guys start shifting, we'll start pushing through here. What else do we have? Alright, let's get all you guys. On in. Jeff can get moving. We have slingers over here. General, let's get you guys moving.
Avocati! Brave Romans to a man! Legionary cohort! Soldiers!
We got him surrounded. Let's finish off those jabs. These militia hoplites are holding pretty nicely. Not doing any damage to us, but they are holding. Put you on skirmish mode. Perfect, that's all dealt with. Ah, we are up against pikes over here. And we're getting shot in the side by slingers.
Legionary cohort! Romans, ready for duty!
Alright, let's start bringing you guys on up. Let's get Inspire going. Yeah, you guys are starting to take some damage. Let's get everybody moving on in now. We need to push through somehow. Start dealing with all these slingers. Slingers are a little problematic. It's gonna be hard to punch through those pikes.
Romans ready for duty. Orders, my lord.
Alright, you guys can start moving in now.
Proud Romans all. Charge! Ready and waiting. Advance! We await your orders. Ready. The charge! Numidian cavalry! General! Legatus!
What do you guys have? Brace? And Inspire. You guys having attacking Testudo.
Ready to ride!
You can start coming and hitting these ranged units. Yeah, you guys are taking some solid damage. The pike and slinger combo is no joke against us.
Sons of Mars! Numidian cavalry! Heavy cavalry!
But we're about to break through on the other side, so we should be just fine.
What are your orders?
Broke that mob.
Armor horsemen! Melee infantry!
Let's get you guys moving on through.
Romans
About to break through here. We're a little bit surrounded here, but that should be fine. We're about to stop all their slingers from firing, and then we just gotta clean up this side.
Numidian
You
cavalry!
guys are getting caught up a little bit. Not much to do with our slingers at the moment. We just need to break those pikes. And you guys can come and hit them from behind. The battle should be just about over.
Sons of Mars!
Orders, my lord.
Proud Romans!
The enemy general is dead.
Perfect. Now they do have their hoplites here, but I think that's okay. Taking some decent damage on some of our troops, but
Numidian cavalry!
not nearly as bad as it could be.
Forever loyal!
You guys can come hit these hoplites.
Heavy cavalry! Echo orders!
We have Diamond and Flying Wedge.
At the ready.
Okay. And there goes the break. That should be the end of Rhodos. Not too bad of a battle at all. A nice decisive victory. 560. We lost like 10% of our force. Yeah, some of those slingers hurt. They hurt a little bit. Okay. Go ahead and occupy. Faction destroyed. And the region is ours. I'm gonna break you down for now. We don't need you. We don't need you. Might be able to get some nice food over here.
Fleets reporting. Ships report.
I'm gonna have you prepare to go up against Chimeria and Colchis. How are we doing on buildings? 7 public order. Government reform is hitting it though. So that's something to keep in mind. I think maybe we hold off on buildings for a little bit, unless it's like desperately needed. Praetorian Guard. No. Armored Legionaries and Praetorian Cav is what the tier 4 unlocks. Doesn't look like anything desperately needs building right now. So let's go ahead and end the turn, and we might go ahead and start this war. This upcoming turn. Unassigned tradition, unassigned skills. Weapon damage. Upkeep. Replenishment, morale. Is kind of decent. Sure, we'll go for that. And then you can have night battles. And boom. Are we at war with anybody at the moment? Secession is dealt with. Pergamon's dealt with. Galatia's dealt with. Rhodos is done. I don't think we are at war with anybody currently. A son comes of age. 2 sons come of age. We are trying to make friends with the Arverni. Mission successful. Achieve one of the victory conditions. There we go. Urban migration. Okay. Melee attack skill, melee defense skill. That's for commander's unit. But it does give the extra experience. Okay, so how are we looking for victory objectives? 11 more settlements, but we still need Aquitania, Britannia, and Armenia. So that might take a minute. All we need is Bosporus, but we need the trade with 10 more factions. The income, and we need 1 more strategic resource. And then we need... Really, we would just need Aquitania for this. The Colosseum, Pantheon, and our culture to be dominant in 10 more provinces. So we're getting pretty close on economic and cultural. We're just so far from Britannia. We're about to grab Armenia. And Aquitania, we're trying to make, like, an alliance with the Arverni. How are they feeling about us right now? They actually like us. Okay, let's see if we can't get some treaties going then.
The gods will have me listen to you,
Yes.
but do not pass the day in words without merit.
No military alliance. We'll take it.
This agreement is like a feast after an empty belly. You are a truly worthy friend.
Okay, so there's the Averni. Now we need to make friends with the Pictones. Because that will give us Aquitania if we can get military alliances with both of them. Pictones, sadly, we can't trade with. Who can we trade with? The Colchis and Chimeria, we're both about to get rid of. Boii, we could be friendly with you. That's 1. 2 with Iceni. You're at war with the Boii, and you're at war with all my friends. So it's really only 2 options. Bactria, like all these guys we can't get trade with. I don't know if trade's really going to be an option. I don't know if the trades... I don't know if there's enough factions for us to treat with, you know? Alright, this will give us another full province. If we can go ahead and take this. If we were to declare war right now, I'm not too interested in calling in my allies. I'm a little nervous. Actually, they've expanded quite a bit. But we need Bosporus, so... We could build up another army down here. Or do we wait for our forces to gather some more? Really do like a full sweep. Because we can take 1, 2, 3 with this army moving up. 4 territories. If we could get another one here for 5. All of this is what makes me nervous. We could get some Praetorian Guard over here. Could definitely go ahead and build up another general. Armor for all units. +1 cunning, and this is Servius Polius Avitus. Which would be you. Get a legatus as your general unit. Praetorian God. So you have 98 base morale. Ooh, Persian archers. I like that. Alright, 76 melee attack versus 71. 59 melee defense versus 52. You guys have 65 melee defense. All have 109 armor. With how much melee defense we're sacrificing, it's not worth... I mean, we'd lose 6 melee defense at the cost compared to 21 melee attack. You guys have more health. I think the Praetorian Guard are just better. I don't think we'll go with that many off the rip. Alright, Legionary Cav versus Auxiliary. Auxiliary still better. Auxiliary Cav is actually quite nice. And then we start looking at some Egyptian archers. Okay, start getting your forces going. Do we have somewhere close to get siege equipment? It's not looking like it. We could do without. I wonder if taking this province would open up trade with Bactria. Alright, you need to keep moving. All of you guys are deployed.
Ready for orders. Ready for orders.
Probably send you up this way.
Ready for battle.
That would make the most sense.
Ready for battle.
We could probably afford to get you moving with you and Rhodos.
Ready for battle.
So let's start getting that going. You're moving here, which means you could come and hit this settlement.
Ready for orders.
You're staying. You guys all need to get moving.
At your command. Battle.
You're gonna stay for me.
Your orders.
We have so many forces. Actually, quite nice. And you're gonna stay. Okay, how are we looking in loyalty? Loyalty's looking fine. We need to send you guys on some diplomatic missions. We want to make friends with the Pictones. We probably want to make friends with Bactria. We have no reason to go over there. We could make friends with the Iceni as well. Okay. Are there any, like, no-brainers for buildings that we should pick up? Easy upgrades, like here. Here's another one. You one up. You could use some food, but Not any food buildings we can grab. Okay, I think we're gonna be good there. If we can keep our loyalty high, that would be amazing. Papiria is also owns Mesopotamia now. But all of our area is pretty consolidated, which is nice. So we'll take that. And I think we can go ahead and end another turn. Armenia we're going to conquer. Aquitania we're trying to grab through military alliances. Same thing with Britannia. So maybe we will end up getting military. We'll get the 90 no problem after going to war with these two. Then we just need to really build another fleet. We just need Bosporus, but we need the trade. That's going to be tough. And then to keep spreading our culture. How many provinces do we have? Current provinces held 22. So there's 4 that we don't have dominant culture in right now. Hellas. We're trying to make friends with Knossos as well. Because we would have that. But then we need the Pantheon and the Colosseum. Okay. We're definitely getting close. We're getting close.
The enemy casts a shadow over us all.
Wait.
Will you send your soldiers, a most brave phalanx, to crush them?
I thought Cyprus was a... like, client state of Sparta. Did they break free? The heck is going on?
The love of gold can stir evil in men.
I'll take non-aggression. I'll take it. Diplomat died. Okay, cool. Returned with a generous tribute. That's always nice. They did declare independence. Okay, a bunch of level ups. That's pretty nice. Research a siege research. Not worried about that right this minute. Alright, you can get in position. You can get in position. You're gonna keep building up your forces. 1, 2, 3. And we still have plenty available. I mean, these auxiliary infantry, they're good against cav, but they have the bonus versus large. But would it not just be worth it to grab more Praetorians, maybe? We'll do something like that, I guess. You'll be ready in 2 turns. Keep stealing more food. Tax rate. And tax rate. And all of you guys are going to start getting in position.
It is an honor to serve Rome. Moving out.
Probably to start hitting Bosporus, honestly.
We hunger for battle. Moving out. Ready for battle. Yes. Ready for orders. All hands to the
How
oars.
may I serve? Swift and
We
silent.
must rest a while.
Let's get more experience. And then for our champion,
Ready for battle.
our veteran, I suppose you can go in this army for now. Anything for experience? Upkeep? We'll take that.
I am Rome's no, no, and no again. Pausing to hone my
Okay.
command.
How are we doing on the government reform? Minus 21 public order. Political situation, minus 21. Okay. I think that'll cut down to 18 next turn. Alright, so with the Pictones, we got some treaties going. Still don't like us very much. Because of the diplomatic missions.
Come, come, let me hear your talk. I warn you, I have no stomach for the meek or nice.
You didn't like... You actually didn't mind my diplomatic mission to the Pictones, which is interesting because you're defensive allies. Can we get non-aggression here?
Speak.
Or trade?
Come on.
No.
Do not waste time, better.
Alright, so we want to start getting treaties with the Iceni. So, politics. Let's get you married. Send you on a diplomatic mission to Iceni. Then we'll just leave it at that for now. And end another turn. I think I might declare war this upcoming turn. Get a move on this war. Another son comes of age. Spy died of natural causes. Thriving trade, that's fine. Diplomat betrayed you, of course. Okay, I think we're good to go. You cannot reach yet, though.
Ready for battle.
You can reach.
How can I be of assistance?
Commander.
I don't know if we'll be able to hit one of these in a single turn. But I guess it gives them time to build up that last troop so you guys can get moving. Gives time for our veteran to push into this army.
Is a disgrace, man. Ready for battle.
So we can play a little bit patient.
At your service.
Okay, it was one of our spies that were deployed.
I serve only.
I think it was the one that was over here. Food stolen. That sounds good.
Skills. Treading softly.
Let's get more tax rate going. And then get our ships moving.
For honor and
Our ships and the rest of our armies.
Put your backs into it, you. At your command. Ready for battle. We hunger for battle. Sing. Moving out. That's all.
Make sure everybody's in position. You guys are marching or sailing on over.
Orders. All hands to the oars. Ready for honor.
This war shouldn't be bad with how many forces we have. Shouldn't be bad at all. Okay, I think we can go ahead and upgrade here. We'll start spending some food on buildings. You're gonna have military presence. Characters is 11. Military presence is 4. You can grab some more food. You should be fine to get this upgrade. Egypt should be fine for their upgrade. We'll get industry going there. Let's get you upgraded. Get all this going. You're not really hurting on food. You're fine. Hold off on you. Magna Graecia's still hurting on food. Okay, I think we're good to go. Etruscan League and Massilia are kind of with us. Hoping that they don't break any treaties. But time will tell. It could be pretty problematic for us if they break some treaties. We don't have any forces in the area. We do have some family members, though, we could raise as generals. lot of sons coming of age. Attrition just died. Okay. Now, let's see. Can you reach? You can. Let's go ahead and start off this war then. We'll bring in our allies. Why not? It should make us more friendly with them. This should be a lot of auto-resolves. And nice, easy conquering.
Ready for orders.
I'm gonna break you down. Get a public order building in there.
Commander, none will escape. We take this settlement for Rome. Besieging the settlement. Your orders? Set up a blockade. None shall pass.
I don't know if it matters if we go in
Honor.
with the fleet or not, but I prefer to go in with my ground troops. My land troops.
Ready for orders.
I haven't decided on what buildings I want there, so we'll hold off.
Ready for besieging settlement.
One foul sweep. What is this considered? Like Central Asia? One foul sweep and Central Asia is ours. Break all of those down.
We take this settlement for Rome.
Looks like their garrisons were attritioning. They were hurting on the food.
How may I serve? How can I be of assistance? Swift and silent.
We hunger for battle.
We're already about to take 2 out of the 3 provinces in Armenia.
For Rome. Siege to the settlement. We hunger for battle.
Doesn't really matter which one we go for here.
At your
A
service,
lot of these places are undefended.
as you command.
I wonder where all their forces are. I gotta assume up against Bactria.
Ready for battle.
Susa, Gore. Probably go and hit Gore.
Besieging the settlement. The path is blocked.
And just like that, we've taken like 6 settlements.
At your command.
The preparation has been to our advantage. Alright, I'm sure we've gotten plenty of level ups.
Assistance. Saints, how can I be of assistance? Moving unseen.
How can I serve Rome?
Okay, so we need a patriarch? Dignitary. Need a dignitary here in, Italia.
In service to Rome. Honor to serve Rome. It is an honor to serve Rome.
Get level ups anywhere we can. Ramming bonus is pretty solid.
Commander.
Go upkeep cost, why not?
Got your backs into it.
Jeez, that's a long way you guys can move.
For battle.
Waiting for public order to kind of balance out there.
For honor and your glory. Orders. Moving out.
We'll go warrior for you. And then we'll go strategist with you. Okay, are there any marriages that could happen? You're -4 loyalty. Send you... Yeah, Massilia and the Etruscan League are actually negative with us. In terms of relations. Which isn't the best. What are we now? -15 from the government reform. Yeah, that gave us 86 provinces. Armenia's about to be ours probably next turn. We need to send a diplomat to the Iceni. Not that it would be very difficult to take them out and just conquer their lands, but we could get alliances instead. Are the Averni interested in a military
we have
alliance?
Need of talk,
No.
I'm sure.
Which we need a military alliance from them. Or Aquitania. So I suppose we can send you to the Averni. Keep becoming friends with them. What about Bactria? You guys like us quite a bit now.
May Hermes bless us both with skill. With these words, you bring joy to my heart and hope to my soul.
Still no access to trade with you, though. Which is a bit of a bummer.
I am sure you have many pleasantries for me, but please, don't bother.
Nothing there. Okay. Go ahead and end the turn and see how Chimeria and Colchis respond. A noble death. Diplomat betrayed you. Wounded. Successful with the Arverni, which is nice. Okay, one of our guys died. You can nearly get married. I don't think anybody else will be able to. At the moment.
At your service. Treading softly.
Nobody there. You have 2 fleets here.
What do you wish of me? Swift and silent as a
We
shadow.
hunger for battle. We hunger for battle.
Public order. Public order and food. Public order. And we'll go public order and food there.
Commander.
You guys can come take Trapezos. I don't know what happened to that force.
Siege to the settlement. None will escape.
Can you reach? Not quite.
Ready. At your command.
You could, but you can also reach here
Besieging
to take
settlements.
all of Armenia.
None will escape. We take this settlement for Rome. We hunger for battle. Ready for orders. To victory! Attack!
This is the entirety of this province. We lose 11, that's not bad. 11%. We're just kinda steamrolling right now. Horse skirmishers, hillmen. I would rather you have the cohort barracks.
How may I serve? Swift and silent.
Only 4%. Poor guys never stood a chance. They never stood a chance. Let's go for the civil settlement. Okay, we see a force here that is actually starving out. It would seem.
We hunger for battle. Waiting for orders. Sieging the settlement.
Only losing 7%. We'll take the settlement. Where are their forces at? Where, oh where could they be? Go garrison. Alrighty. We have you moving on over.
My skills
You need to move on over.
on the road again.
Who did we just recruit? You need to get deployed.
I shall see to the grain store. Orders.
You can keep on moving. You can stay and kind of replenish for now.
We hunger for battle.
Melee attack and shots per minute. Morale in foreign territory. All that sounds pretty solid. Let's boost your campaign movement range. Then you guys can keep moving.
All hands to the oar.
You can help out over in the Far East. You're staying for now. Let's get experience.
Your orders.
You guys are sailing on through. Probably push you guys to Bosporus.
Steady as we go.
We'll take weapon damage. And we'll take campaign movement range. They have taken BAM from Bactria, so this might be where their forces are. We'll take Susa next. We need one more settlement for the 90. Then we'll have to build up our navies. Aquitania and Britannia. Last provinces we need. Alright. Arverni. Pictones, please. That is starting to get pretty expensive. Let's check on our buildings. Alright, nothing too critical to build. And then we should be at what, negative 12. Okay, so we have about 4 more turns of penalties from reforming our government. Athens is starting to push on out. They're gonna fall back. Colchis is falling back. Diplomat betrayed you. We are not having good luck on our diplomatic missions right now. Shots per minute, battle run speed. Let's unlock our tier 4 settlement buildings.
Ready for battle. Ready for orders.
Okay, this is one of their full stacks, but they're starving out.
My skills.
At your commands.
So we should probably pull you back to Tushpa. We're gonna want you in there. Probably just gonna want a wealth building.
We hunger for battle. March.
At your service. Swift and silent as a shadow. Skills are yours. I'll just scout ahead.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
You sit here, you should be able to hit their next turn. You guys can keep moving on through. It's kind of tempting to hit. Get that going, and then let's go towards Susa.
At your command. Ready for further orders. Siege to the settlement.
Losing 1%.
Ready for battle.
It's another province under our control. The good old province of Persis. You're gonna defend here.
Commander.
I suppose you could sit and stay, although we can just push if we really want to. Which I don't think it would hurt.
At your service.
You can deploy.
The enemy, sir. Skills are yours.
You're continuing to move.
Ready. What do you wish of me?
And then you're stealing food from there, which seems like a good plan. Seeing that they're already starving. You're getting there for replenishment. If we force march you, or double time, you can get into here and continue replenishing.
Your orders. Ready for orders.
Let's get you into there.
Duties, men. Command.
You can continue to move.
Ready for battle. Commander.
Keep sailing you on through.
For battle.
Keep marching you on over. Although you can probably march to here. Hopefully they don't have another force in this provincial capital.
Is that all?
I don't want to move too close. I'm gonna pull you back. Just because you're in forced march, I don't want you to get ambushed. Yeah, those guys are fine now.
Leaving the ship.
Let's get you marching.
Rest a while. It is an honor to serve. Steady as we go. Ready for. Hard on the oars, you men.
Okay, that should be everybody. Where's that Athens force? They're right there. More food probably wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll get you upgraded at least. We'll give you more food. Your public order is doing just fine. Let's get you upgraded. These can definitely be upgraded. We could probably just go with the shipwright, some additional wealth. The upgrade there. Okay, I think we're good to go there. Diplomatic mission. We have the money to continue pushing you guys out. What don't you like? Treaties with Massilia. You just don't like our expansionism. You need more gravitas. Assuming that's going to be the case with all of you. Okay. Our political situation isn't anything to worry about at the moment. Oh, these guys are really pushing on Bactria. At least we know where their forces are, but they're going to start starving out. Bactria should be able to push them back. Ready to command. Finally, a successful diplomatic mission. Got some level ups. Influence per turn for your political party. Boyai and the Sequani formed an alliance. A bunch of buildings were built. Okay. Well, we are going to go ahead and end things here for now. You guys are no longer starving out, so we could potentially have a nice big battle against these guys. We'll probably steamroll both of these territories pretty easily. You, I'm assuming, aren't going to be able to reach anything this turn. We're going to get you moving up, potentially take this turn. So, our war against Chimeria and Colchis just started out very solid, honestly, very solid. We are getting pretty close. We just need Aquitania and Britannia. The naval units I'm not too worried about. So if we could get an alliance with the Averni, we would also need an alliance with the Pictones and then an alliance with the Iceni. So we'll see if we can do it that way. If not, we're gonna have to conquer. But military seems what we are closest to achieving. We have this, but I don't think we'll be able to get trade with 15 factions. Just doesn't seem too realistic to me. Seeing how many factions are left and what our relations are with them. And then here, we do have 22, where our culture is dominant. We still need the Pantheon and the Colosseum. And we need to acquire Aquitania and Hellas, which involves getting an alliance with Knossos, the Averni, and the Pictones. So it's probably going to be between cultural and military, whatever we achieve first. But we are getting pretty close to reaching that victory. So, as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.